Yo, what is going on, you slackers? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you another Rocket League Market Watch Monday. Oh man, market watches are so fun to do. They're really crazy too, because like you think things are good in value, and they're gonna continue to stay the same they are, and then all of a sudden they just kind of start dropping little by little, and you're like, okay, what's going on? And you continue to watch them just kind of fall, and it's really bizarre. I mean, that's for the most part that's the case with a lot of items. I mean, there's quite a few that will stay pretty much on their own course and stay really steady for their prices, but a lot of stuff like black market and gold explosions, which I'm going to be going over today, that is a lot of it is pretty much falling. There's maybe a couple that are just kind of staying pretty steady, so we're going to get right into it, starting with the big one, one of the two most recent gold explosions to come out, which is the Dueling Dragons. Now this thing came out and had a lot of hype behind it. Even go back to December 31st, it was 32 to 36, but look at the graph right here, just kind of steadily moving along. At January 5th, 32.5 to 34, and it just kept falling and falling and falling. Look at this, current day, January 14th, time of recording, 25 to 27.5 keys. That is absolutely nuts. Like, I get it, because there's always, maybe they're becoming, there's more of them out there now than, of course, there were at the beginning, so, people are willing to kind of maybe pay a little bit more when they first come out, but now that there's more, they're going to keep dropping. I can see this kind of dropping to around like the 20 to 25 range, if I'm totally honest, and then it will probably stick there for not a long time, but maybe until the next gold explosion that comes out that people are really hyped about. So I mean, this thing is it's falling, and if you want to cash in, try to get some quick keys before this thing keeps falling, now you better get it in now. I mean, if I had Dueling Dragons, I'd probably sell mine right now, try to get me maybe 27, 26 keys or something like that. But hey, it is what it is. These are dropping, and they're going to keep falling for a little bit longer. I mean, just like that, January 12th, what is it, 2 days ago, these were 30 keys. They dropped 3 keys in like 2 days. That is nuts for something that it's awesome. A lot of people love it. I've had a couple of these that were when they were around like the 32 mark, and I've sold mine. I do want to pick one up again for my own personal collection. I recently picked up a couple of Poly Pops. I'm keeping one for my collection, but hey, that is that's not about what I have in my inventory right now. But I mean, let's just go right to Poly Pop for the next one. Where's this thing at? Is it up here? Is it trending? Is it trending? There it is. Poly Pop. Even Poly Pop's been kind of falling lately. So I've been able to actually pick up 3 of these things. So slight spoiler for this Wednesday's episode of 20 to something. I actually pick up a Poly Pop. Oh damn! What is wrong with me? I actually pick up a Poly Pop, and what did I think I bought them for actually 15, if I remember correctly. So yeah, kind of spoilers there, but go back to prices here, December 31st, beginning of the new year, right? January 1st, 17 to 18, and then the very, later that day they dropped a whole key, just like that, bam. Then they kind of, stayed the course, 15 to 18, little spike, drop, tiny spike, drop, kind of evened out a little bit, little drop, little spike. They continue to drop. Currently, they have a value of 14 to 16. You know what? These are probably same as like the Dueling Dragons and pretty much everything else for gold explosions. These are probably going to continue to fall a tiny bit more. I'm going to probably say between the 11 and 13 mark. It'll probably sit there for, good number of weeks, maybe a couple months, depending on when the next gold explosions come out. I mean, it could be a while, maybe next crate we get could be black markets instead of gold explosions. I know the community really wants black markets, so if we get that, hey, we get that, and then maybe these go back up. I wouldn't put my money on it too much, because Dueling Dragons is the gold explosion to have right now. So Poly Pop currently sitting at 14 to 16. They are going to continue to drop a little bit more, so if you have them and you want keys, sell them before they continue to fall. Get what you can out of them. So yeah, do that while they still have this high of a value. So continuing on with some goal explosions, let's scroll on down here to the goal explosions. I mean, look, here's all the prices are here. Let's go to the next highest one, Party Time. Party Time is absolutely crazy. Like when I first started recording Rocket League videos, what was that? November? Yeah, November. So that was about roughly 2 months ago. These things were like, oh, what were they, like 16, 17 keys? It was crazy. Let's go back. Let's do 3 months here. So let's go, wow, okay, October 15th, 26 to 28. Let's go to roughly November 12th. So yeah, 15 to 16. That's what they're kind of sitting at. This is pretty much right about, November 12th is, I think, when I started. Maybe November 13th, actually, was when I started recording Rocket League. So yeah, they're roughly 15 to 16. And now they just continue to drop. Let's just do a 3-day here. Actually, let's do 2 week. We'll go 2 week. So, I mean, there's the new year. I mean, they did spike a little bit, actually, up to 11 to 12. But then they continued just to fall. Kept falling. And current day, 8 to 9 keys. That is, that's crazy. These are probably going to settle around, I don't know, 7 to 8, maybe 9. Maybe there's a small chance they could actually go back up to 10 because, hey, Party Time is pretty, it's an awesome goal explosion. It's pretty classic, It's got the balloons and streamers coming out of the goal. Everybody sees that. Party Time is cool. So maybe this can go up a tiny bit, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. So I'm going to say this, it might level out here at 8 to 9, probably 6 at the lowest, but hey, Party Time is falling, and like everything else that I'm going over, all these other goal explosions, they're falling. If you have them and you just want keys, sell them right now. I don't care what goal explosion it is, sell it now. So let's go to the next highest one, which would be what, Hellfire, I'm gonna say. Yep, Hellfire. Hellfire, I mean, Hellfire is pretty, oh, this is pretty healthy right here. From January 6th to, what is tonight? January 14th, that's 8 days. It's very solid, 6 to 7, and it looks like even beginning of the year, 6 to 7, took a little dip, then kind of came back up. And showing that it came back up right here, kind of, indicates to me that it's going to continue to stay like here, especially if it's been, at 6 to 7 for over a week. It might have its occasional tiny dip, go down to like 5, maybe 5.5 keys, something like that. But it'll probably rebound and probably stick around 6 to 7. I mean, Hellfire is one of the absolute classics. Everybody loves this thing. I've never had one. I got to get one for myself. But this thing is pretty sick. Just go to, here's some recent sellers. People sold them for 5, 6, 7, 8. 104 people have sold them for 7. Lucky 18 people have sold them for 8, so they've been able to get slightly more than what they're actually worth. People are buying, 28 people bought them for 4, that's crazy. 28 people bought them for 4 keys. 94 bought them for 5, that's also really good, and then 20 bought them for 6. So you can buy it, if you're buying them for 4 and 5 keys, you're doing pretty awesome. And this is only last 24 hours, so yeah, I mean, Hellfire 6 to 7, that's pretty healthy. Let's go back. Let's do, what else? What else should we do? Sub-Zero? Electroshock. Let's do Electroshock. Where is Electroshock? 4.5 to 5.5 keys. Now, this one looks like it's the same thing with Hellfire. This thing is pretty much consistent. Sure, it's got that tiny dip here and here and here, but it just went back. And it goes back up. Sure, it's got this tiny dip. Current day, 4.5 to 5.5. It'll probably go back up to 5 to 6. So yeah, Electroshock, another good one. Looks pretty good. Again here, recent sellers, 4 keys. Looks like the majority's right here. 6 keys. People are selling them at, for 6 keys. 38 people. It's 50% of the market over the past 24 hours have bought them for 6 keys. And if we can tell, I mean, they're 4.5 to 5.5, but these will probably bounce back up at, half a key. So 5 to 6 is a pretty good spot for Electroshock. It looks good. People are buying them for 3. Whoever got Electroshock for 3, I will buy it for 4. I will give you profit on that. Just hit me up on PS4, okay? Well, yeah, hit me up. I will buy that for 4 keys. Or maybe you want to sell them to me for 3. Send them my way. I'll give you a shout out in a video. How about that? Yeah, we'll do that. Let's do one more goal explosion here. Let's go over to, let's do Sub-Zero. Well, I'm not going to click on it, but Sub-Zero looks like it's kind of evening out as well. 4.5 to 5.5. Probably more like the 5 to 6. Same thing with the electroshock. Let's see, the newest one, the Happy Holidays, the import goal explosion, which Santa crates, I believe, have stopped dropping in the game. So Santa crates are going to start getting a little scarce. A lot of people have opened them. A lot of people are just trying to trade away whatever they got. So Santa crate stuff in there could be, I don't know, Happy Holidays could be slightly on the rise. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going up to 10 by any means. But, maybe this could jump up to, 3 to 4 to 5, perhaps. Because people are going to also want to get imports for, as we all know, Wonderments. Those things have been falling like crazy. I mean, here, I'll just go to the white ones. Just real quick, look at this. Black Wonderments, 15 to 17, 37 to 43 for white Wonderments. That is, look at the dip. It's just steadily going down and down and down. This thing is probably going to keep dropping. I bet you this goes between 25 to 30. I bet you it does. I'm saying it right now. January 14th, 2018. White Wonderments are going to fall to 25 to 30 keys. And then people are going to realize, okay, these have fallen enough. I'm going to start selling them for slightly more. People are going to start wanting these because, like the white Zombas, these things, they're bright. They show the entire wheel, inside of the wheel is, it's bright. You can see it. And plus the tread on the wheels. You can see that, and that just adds another factor to the coolness of these wheels. So these, like everything, Crimson one's 20 to 23. I know this isn't about wheels right now, but I'm just saying. Let me get back on track here. So go back to the Happy Holidays. These things, 2 to 3. Goal explosion. Like I did say a little bit earlier, these things could go to like maybe 3 to 5. Because people are going to start wanting to get those imports. And then they're going to start wanting to do trade-ups to get those painted Wonderments. And so, hey, Happy Holidays right now, 2 to 3. I mean, look at the line. That's flat, solid, 2 to 3. So, if you can get them for cheaper than that, good on you. And if you want, like, here's a friendly little investment advice for the future. Pick these up right now. If you can get them for 1, even better for you. Pick these up for 1 key if possible. But pick them up for cheap and just hold on to them. If you have patience, just sit on them, hold on to them, and in a few months, I bet you, even if you want to wait till the summer. But these things will probably go up a little bit, and you'll be able to make some nice profit, especially if you can get them for 1 key. Say you pick up 20 of them for 1 key a piece. Okay, there's 20 keys that you just spent. But if you wait, say, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, if you can be that patient, and you can sell them for 3 to 4 to 5 keys, you just quadrupled your profit right there. Just by being patient. I know a lot of people today cannot be patient. They have to go out. They immediately look at your trades and go, "You have nothing because I can't put it up to quick sell immediately." Well, that's not how trading works. If you think you're just going to try to turn around something immediately, then you don't know how trading markets work. Okay, so get a clue. But enough about Happy Holidays. Let's go to the black market decals now. Bubbly and Heatwave, I covered this a couple weeks ago. These things are pretty much solid where they're going to be at least what I can see for the foreseeable future. Just the regular ones, not certified at all. 16 to 17. Sure, there's the dip, yeah, but it came back up. 16 to 17. Here's a slight dip. It's going to go back up again. This Bubbly 16 to 17. Since the other one, what is that? Heatwave. Heatwave is the other one I want to go over. Where's the old Heatwave? There it is, 17 to 18. This thing's, sitting solid. It's probably, definitely in the top 3 black market decals for sure. It could go up. Nah, it ain't going to go up in price. It's going to stay where it's at. I don't see this dropping either. So, Bubbly and Heatwave are the ones that are, they hold their value. The other one, you're going to be like, well, what about 20XX? Well, 20XX, couple months ago. Let's go back to, let's just do 3 months here. All right, so we're currently January 14th. Let's just go back to October. I mean, sure, that's like 3 months ago. These things were 20 to 21, took a dip to 19, and they flattened out at 19 to 20 for the longest time, and they've started to dip. Look at that. Look at this fall. 17 to 18. They recently had a bit of a spike up to 18 to 19, and that's kind of where they're at right now. But I can see this one falling even more. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to, sell it at 10. No. It's not going to go down to 10. But you know, it could be around the bubbly range, honestly. 15 to 16 maybe. Um, I don't know. It's still good trade bait, don't get me wrong. But like if you want to sell this and you want to get a good amount of keys right now, you want 18, 19 keys, that's what you'll get it for. Otherwise, you hold on to them for, say, another month, this could drop down to like 16. And then you're going to be losing value. No, you don't want to lose value on stuff, do you? Unless it's for a personal collection, then who cares about value? But anyway, 20XX is on the decline, so I'd urge you to sell that immediately. I mean, the other ones are kind of, they're the lower end, so they've kind of had their price for the longest time. Tora 2 to 3. Tora's hard to sell for 3. It really is. You could probably sell it for 2, honestly. Labyrinth, same thing, 2 to 3. Slipstream is another good one. It says 8 to 9, but I see it more in the 9 to 10 range, honestly, online. So, I mean, I'm trying to pick one up for 8. If I can get one, cool. Slipstream, I just want. I've never had one, so I want one for my personal collection. But hey, Slipstream 8 to 9. I mean, it's kind of pretty much, you know, solid since the beginning of the year. Look at that, 8 to 9. Little dip, came back to where it should be. A little dip, came back up. Even had a little bit of a spike, 8.5 to 9.5, and then came back down to 8 to 9. So Slipstream is kind of, you know, being consistent up there at least, sticking around the 8, 9, probably 10 key mark. Maybe 10's a bit high. We'll just stick with the graph. 8 to 9 keys, Slipstream, and that's what it's going for. So, hey, if you got it and you want to sell it, go for it. But this thing's not really going to lose value anytime soon. Plus, you know, it's a black market. So, those are hard to pull out of crates. So, yeah. What else should we go over? We'll just go over the other ones real quick. Spectre, 4 to 5. That one's just kind of all over the place. The peak of it definitely looks like it's been 4 to 5, so if you want to sell it, maybe try to get it sell it at 5. Otherwise, you'll probably get a lot of takers at 4. Hexed has pretty much been 5 to 6 for a really long time, or not a long time, but quite a while at least. So Hex at 5 to 6 is pretty fair. What else should we get? Biomass, another good one. It looks good. Biomass is just an awesome one. I love Biomass. Biomass 3 to 4, slightly more. Then here's Parallax. This thing will probably even drop a tiny bit. This will probably be around the 4 to 5 mark, honestly, if I'm, you know, giving my true opinion on this. I mean, let's go to the, that's a 2. Let's go to 3 month. I mean, look at this, 6 to 7. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like a big drop at all. No, it's 6 to 7, drops a little bit, comes back up to 6 to 7. Then it drops, try to go back up, dropped again, tries to keep going back up, and it's not staying up there anymore. People are, you know, it's slightly losing value. So, I mean, over 3 months, 6 to 7 to current day, where it's 5.5 to 6, it's lost about half a key in 3 months. So, this thing, very, very slowly falling, but, hey, it is what it is. It's a black market. People will go out of their way to trade for it. So yeah, that is what it is. One that I was surprised. People think Reaper's like 3. I've never seen people. I'm gonna click on that. I've never seen an actual Reaper sell for 3 keys. Sellers, 6 people sold it for 3. That's crazy. And then look, buyers. Everyone's buying it at 2. 12 over the last 4 days. If you can sell your Reaper for 3 keys, you're doing something good. You're making profit right there, man. Because these things they're 2. I know that says 2 to 3, but they're 2. It is what it is. Maybe, I don't know, possibly could, you know, get not retired, but it could go up in price, you know, because I think next year's Halloween crates are not gonna have the Reaper in it. So I mean, if that's the case, and the only way you can get the Reaper Gold Explosion is from the Halloween crate 2017. Or Haunted Hollow, whatever the crate is called, I don't remember. But that's the only way you can get it. Maybe it goes up slightly. Slightly. Same thing with the bat. It's half a key to 1 key. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for this week's Rocket League Market Watch Monday. Going over a lot of gold explosions and black market decals, the higher stuff. A lot of the gold explosions are falling. If you don't want yours and you just want keys, sell your gold explosions now. All of them. Just sell all of them. They're falling in price. You want to get as much value as you can for it right now. You have to sell today. Then sell it today or tomorrow, because technically you'll be watching this tomorrow, which makes it today in the video. You follow what I'm saying? Yeah. Sell them now. Get your keys. Black market decals. You know, there's about half of them have got, maybe even more than half, are keeping their value at where they are. But if new black markets come out, some of these might fall. Maybe Bubbling Heatwave finally take that little take a little dip in price. 20XX has been lately. So yeah, there you go. There's this week's Market Watch. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully y'all learned something. Hopefully you're just like, hey, I didn't know that gold explosions were dropping in price, so sell them now. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you for stopping by. And we will catch you guys on the next upload. Peace out, everybody.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face.